Well, how do you do, Buckers? How the heck are you? Oh. Oh. This is my first beer on this glorious Sunday. Doing some work around the house. I stopped to take a little beer break. My first one of the day is a Miller Lite. I've been revisiting some macros. It's been pointed out that maybe I'm a little hard on these. You know, here's the thing. You know, if you say something about these beers, automatically you're a beer snob. Not liking these products or understanding the quality doesn't make you a snob. I think that's the misconception. Well, you're just being a snob. No, I'm telling you the truth. You know, they're not using the same quality ingredients as their craft counterparts. In many cases, they're using enzymes to speed up the process. So, I mean, yeah, there isn't the same quality. It would be like comparing a Vienna sausage to a Vienna beef dog. Hey, I don't care if you like the Vienna sausage or not, but don't tell me it's the same quality as the Vienna beef. And just because I choose not to eat a Vienna sausage doesn't mean I'm a hot dog snob. So anyways, it's just that mentality drives me nuts. But I've got two good beer friends, one in particular, John Sharon. I met a few years back, Zone 1 Beer Group, Zone 1 Beer Reviews, if you want to find him on YouTube. And the other one is Eric from, Eric the Lions fan, I believe, is his handle or YouTube channel. I went CB on you for a second. These guys, it's their go-to beer. However, I'll be fair to those two guys. They both drink nice craft beer. John drinks mostly. It seems like John's either kind of a feast or famine guy. He's either he either is drinking big, you know, high-end craft, or he's drinking Miller Lite. I don't see him drinking a lot of middle of the road stuff, or just, you know, everyday drinking craft beer, I guess. Well, Eric, you know, it kind of goes back and forth too. So in fairness to those guys, but for whatever reason, both of those guys have an affinity for this beer. Their website says it was introduced in 1975. I actually happen to know that because I was 10 years old in 1975 when my dad had his first heart attack. Yeah, there was more than one. But yeah, his first heart attack. Of course, my dad was 53 at the time, and he was a big Olympia drinker. So they told him not to drink beer, so he switched to the light beer that was available at that time for a short period of time. He ended up going back to the Olympia at some point, but he did drink this for a little while. 4.2%. My dad was a hard drinking son of a gun at that time. So, I mean, that 4.2, I mean, he might as well have been drinking water. He had quite the tolerance. Much more tolerance than I ever had, even at my hardest drinking. As far as quality goes, within its style, meaning the macro light category, it's probably as well done, or it may be, you know, the upper echelon, for lack of a better word. It probably is for its style. Now, does it compare to any lighter calorie craft counterparts? No, in my opinion, it doesn't. I don't think it uses the same quality ingredients. It does employ the use of corn. I know there are a couple all malt craft beers out there that are lower in calorie. I'm not going to mention their names for this video because it doesn't matter, but you know, it's not quite the same thing. You can drink both the all malt and this and tell there's a difference. This doesn't finish as clean. It's not as crisp, but there are folks that have just become accustomed to this taste and they like it. Now, understanding the difference doesn't make me a beer snob. It makes me well-informed, and I think that's the difference. Every time you say something about a macro, oh, you're just being a beer snob. No, I'm just telling you the truth. Just because you don't want to hear it doesn't make me a snob. I drink a lot of different craft beers, from the higher end to the more affordable. You know, you need. I'm not a snob. I like all beer, but I don't know. I think in many cases beers like this have been dumbed down over the years. For cost issues. So, and I think a lot of the folks that are fans of these macros seem to conveniently, they either never knew or they conveniently forget the fact that most of these beers are done differently than they originally were. So there you go. Hey, drink them if you got them. I bought a 6-pack of Tall Boys. Will I ever buy this beer again? In all likelihood, no. It really doesn't work for me. But having said that, I can see why some folks would gravitate towards it. How about that? Anyways, I am Dr. Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, and... Oh, damn. These beers are great if you like to get bloated and pee a lot. There you go. I don't think that's my opinion. I think that's fact, because I know I am bloated and I'm probably going to have to pee here shortly. John and Eric, here's to you guys. God bless you.